And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Dun, dun, dun!
This thing on?
Is this thing on?
Hi, everybody. We missed you. I think it's literally been like a whole month since we posted something. So sorry about the hiatus.
Not our best month ever.
Believe me, no one's more surprised than us that we couldn't keep up. Our children are really high maintenance. And so sometimes you just have to like let go of the things you love to do because it's the right thing. And we've just been having to take care of kids. You want to give a little update?
Oh yeah, Harper's surgery went so well. She did not end up having any tumors or any scarring in her bronchial tubes. So
it was her adenoids that they had to remove, and she's been like really doing awesome.
Yeah, super good. So
ever since then,
our lives have kind of changed because our routine was like doctor, specialist, and then now it's just kind of like nothing. So
is it weird?
Just getting a new life.
Is it weird when you have all those things all the time, and then all of a sudden you don't have those things, and I would think that you would feel like you're forgetting something,
right?
Because you're like,
and I don't think I've been very productive, so I need to like sometimes I'm more productive when I have a routine.
Oh, I see. I am actually the same way sometimes like the more I'm just super busy with things, it's almost like I have to strategize better with my time. Right. And so then I end up being like ridiculously super productive.
Exactly. But that's happened the opposite of us.
Yeah.
But we'll get back in there.
My work has been super busy with the pandemic and everything. We had laid off like
that's right,
half of our staff, and so I'm doing 2 different roles and also working 1 less day a week.
For double the pay?
No, for a pay cut. But that's okay.
It's funny how it works like that.
I know, but I asked for the 1 less day, but not really the 2 jobs with 1 less day. But it's going really well. Everybody at my work is amazing. And really, kind of a lot of us are in the same boat with taking on additional responsibilities. And we're just trying to kind of like make our way through COVID.
Yeah.
Just get through there. And I also want to give a shout out to my old boss, Kelly.
Thank you,
Kelly. She bought us a cup of coffee on the Buy Me a Coffee link. And not only did she buy us 1 cup, she bought us like 4 cups of coffee.
And Art bought us coffee.
Art bought us coffee. And my friend Michelle bought us coffee. She was the original. Michelle, you're the original OG.
Michelle's been a good fan.
Coffee buyer. So that was pretty cool. But it really does help us because honestly, this is a hobby and costs us money every month to run all of our platforms. So buying us the coffee is very much appreciated.
Thank you, guys.
Keep it running, and we got to keep this content train flowing.
Yeah. I actually got the invoice to my email for our podcast platform. And I was like,
you're like, is Allie's credit card connected to that one?
But I was also like, it charged me and I didn't even produce anything.
I know.
Which is definitely in the terms and conditions that we clicked, but didn't read.
Yeah.
But it did just still feel sad when we didn't produce anything yet. Podnet or whatever it's called still charged us.
I do have to say that I think the hiatus has really like given you extra fabulous hair. Your hair is looking great today. I am loving what's happening there. Everything about
on
it.
The spin bike.
I mean, you have sunglasses on, which I don't think it's going to get too bright in here, but I have my sunglasses.
Tell me you don't love these. Let's just talk.
Wait a second.
Let's do the rest of the show.
Wait a second. Do I also have glasses almost just like your glasses and we didn't even know that? That's funny. This is the only pair that I even have in a similar style.
Me too.
Wow.
Switch.
Okay. Vanessa has a different shaped face than me. Hers is more oval and I have such a round face that usually her glasses don't. Oh, it's not terrible.
It doesn't look great.
It's not like you're going to look and be like, oh, I want those glasses.
Yours look better on me than mine look on you.
Yeah. Okay. I could see that. But yours, they're too big for your face. They're too big on your face.
Too big.
You have a daintier face.
Do you know you told me one time?
What?
Because I used to love the big glasses because they just cover a lot. And you told me one time I looked like a bug. That's what you said to me.
Oh, you did look like a bug. Those
I was really into.
I'm talking. They were like this big of lenses.
They almost had like the side thing, like old people have.
No, I think it like went down into the cheekbone.
It definitely
and like above the eyebrow, and it was like just like that.
Well, anyway, you said I looked like a bug, and so guess what?
What?
I've had these on. I've done these. I went actually. Do you know where I got these? A little bit dirty. Got these at Buc-ee's, which I heard that you haven't been to. What are you doing?
I was just gonna ask you, what is Buc-ee's?
What are you doing?
No, I don't even understand what that name is.
Put the glasses back on. We're doing glasses now.
Okay.
So Buc-ee's is a gas station meets a Publix meets a Cracker Barrel.
Oh, wait, so it has food?
It has a jerky bar.
Do they specialize in pancakes?
No, they specialize in beef jerky.
Oh, Buc-ee's.
Yeah, so imagine like you're going to the Publix deli.
Wait, where
but
is
it's beef
this?
jerky.
Near your house?
Yeah, it's in World Golf Village.
World Golf
We
Village.
spent $80 there in a gas station.
Don't even get me started. I have so many places I spend too much money in. I don't need to like another one.
Well, I'm telling you, this is where I got these sunglasses. Do these look like gas station sunglasses to you?
Would never guessed it.
I paid $30.
No. Wait, are these the ones?
I look at them.
I don't think. Nope, these aren't the ones I was thinking. I thought these were the glasses I got in England, which made
I do like those. Where are those from?
Made it. I don't even know because look, I don't think it has a name brand. It just says China on the.
Mine are Crushies. You are beautifully made.
LRI is the brand. No idea.
Anyway,
No idea.
They have great jams. They make their own sauces. They have the best bathrooms in the world. Oh my God. Can we talk about something that's not on the agenda? We need to talk about when marketers say world famous. I have a story for you. Okay.
Okay.
So Buc-ee's proclaims they have world famous bathrooms. And I will tell you, they're nice.
My sunglasses back on.
Yeah, you keep taking them off and it's sunglasses
because it
on
just feels
day.
weird. I feel like people can't see me because I can't see as good, but
they're going to love it. Okay. So their bathrooms are so nice. They're like the bathrooms that are like a little room. Do you know what I'm talking about? Not stalls,
yes.
Little rooms.
Oh, I like that. And privacy.
Yes. Okay. So they met my standard for world class.
It's almost like a family
Or world
bathroom.
famous.
Like a family bathroom, but
Mhm.
multiple family bathrooms in one.
Okay. Buc-ee's, you can take world famous for bathrooms. But I went to the town center recently and I saw that Tommy Bahama, this is where I went wrong, first of all. Tommy Bahama's now has a restaurant next to its shirt shop. Okay?
Because shirts and food
Coconut shrimp
consumption
specifically.
and coconut shrimp go together great.
Right.
Yep.
So there was
Wait,
a sign.
are you sure it's a Bahama Breeze?
It's not.
There's a Tommy Bahama competing with Bahama Breeze like in the same area.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's a lot of, they got a lot of cojones. You know what I mean?
So on the sign, it said world famous coconut shrimp. And I love coconut shrimp. And this is world famous. So I say $19 for 4. Sign me
You're
up.
kidding me. You paid $19 for 4 shrimp? Oh my
It's
gosh. Did they hand shave the coconut? Nice and batter it and put it right there next to table side coconut shrimp?
It's world famous. So the price plus the marketing led me to believe that this shrimp was going to be amazing. And let me tell you what, it came out and it was crap. It was so terrible. So what?
You know what that reminds me
Can
of?
they get in trouble for
Listen,
that?
I feel like if you weren't paying attention in the movie Elf, where Buddy the Elf is going, down the sidewalk and he's like, picking up gum and stuff everywhere, and he sees world's best cup of coffee. And he's like, congratulations, you did it. I feel like we all knew, Buddy, that's a lie, but you still fell for it.
I feel like I should be able
Actually,
to.
you're my dream. I would like all my consumers to be like you, and just whatever I say in my marketing materials, you're like, yes.
Right, but I want a world famous. Maybe that's what I should do for my next job. I want a world famous regulator, where if somebody says that they're world famous or world's best,
you better
report.
well, that the regulator
Report. St. John's Town Center.
You have to Google review it and just slash the quality of that coconut shrimp on the Google reviews.
I will give it to them that it was a very fancy. What do they call it when they serve it to you? It was on a little plate. And it had like a drizzle of the mango thing and a little cabbage salad.
I don't know what you call it. Plating. Okay. Yeah.
Excellent plating. It really was.
I'm glad.
So anyway.
But not worth $19.
$19. I didn't tell Max that. And then I followed that up with $19 worth of macaroons, which I ate. All ate very fast. It was an expensive day.
Question for you. What is the most amount of money that you would ever spend on a pair of sunglasses? Because I am really low with it now.
Yeah.
One time I had a pair of Gucci sunglasses, and this was like I think right out of college, and they were like $300 sunglasses, but I left them in a changing room. And like remembered like 30 minutes later, I think I left them in the changing room, and they had been sunglass snatched. So ever since then, I have sunglass PTSD, and I will not spend more than like maybe $30 is my limit, because I feel like I'll leave them somewhere and someone will enjoy my expensive couture glasses.
I think the real question for me, which is not for you, but for me, is how much do I want to spend on sunglasses, and how much will Max let me spend on sunglasses?
Oh, okay. Well, what is it? What's the answer?
Well, Max says that I'm not responsible enough for nice sunglasses.
I feel like he's talking to me too, because I'm not either. That's another reason I don't spend much. I constantly get the lenses scratched, and
I lose them.
Have you ever had it where you have like your
I break them?
Listen, I can't ignore the scratch. Like, I feel like, I don't know if other people's eyeballs just glaze right over that scratch, but that's like all I start to see. And so like, I am viewing life like through like a tiger claw, and I can't do that. So then I just have to throw out the sunglasses. So sometimes I will actually, if I find a pair that I like and are affordable, I will buy multiples of the same pair.
I would buy multiples of these. I love these.
Yeah. But I feel like these probably couldn't have been more than $15.
Right. But see, so Max, one time I was like, that's not fair. I can take care of nice stuff. I don't take care of my sunglasses because they're cheap. And so he said, fine, prove it. So he gave me a pair of his old Ray-Bans.
Didn't take care of them, did you? I think I know the moral of the story. Did not take care of them.
First of all, I took care of them for 9 months, which is definitely like 6 months longer.
Like you nurtured it like a baby in your womb.
Right. But after the 9 months, those things looked rough.
Wow.
I actually
did you keep them in a case? Yeah.
I was supposed to. And then after about like month 3, I was like, whatever, I'm going to lose this bet. I don't care anymore.
Here's part of the problem.
I like cheap sunglasses. That's what I said to myself. I like cheap sunglasses.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
I
want to change my look.
No pressure. And easy breezy. But yeah, I'm not a fan. Speaking of cheap, by the way, we have had a small catastrophe with a key item on the show. Vanessa, I'd like to present to you your bedazzled grabber. Can you see that? And can you see how it's lifting up there? So we won't be selling these on Etsy because we can't guarantee they won't disintegrate.
Or we could sell them as disintegrating.
Now, I will say this has been very popular in my family, and not by me, because
oh yeah, this is a funny story.
Everybody in the family uses this. I don't even know what they're doing. They just like are gunning each other and stuff like that. But we did have a couple of people that shared our post, and so I feel like we should send this to someone.
Yeah, we definitely gotta send it.
But I'm just telling you.
I have a better one too that uses different bedazzles. They're not coming off.
Okay, maybe that's the key.
I think I put too many.
It's not like it's hot in my house. I keep the air real low. But yeah, I was just as shocked as you.
In case it's an adhesive problem.
Exactly. But it's definitely not the temperature in the home.
Okay, we also need to update. I can't even say it with a straight face.
What?
That the boys are back to the pond.
Oh, do you remember the story where I was called a Karen because the boys were
a couple
fishing?
Episodes ago? If you haven't listened to it, you need to stop it right now.
Yeah.
Go back there.
Is Allie a Karen was the name of the episode.
Okay.
I feel like it was episode 2 or 3. Okay.
So listen to that if you haven't.
Now we're on episode 9, I believe. But the saga continues, everyone. Okay. Because there's been more drama and we got the tea. Okay.
You don't spill it.
All right. So we got to spill that tea. So the other night we're this is probably like a week or 2 ago, right? We are outside just doing lawn work. And, we have this pond that runs behind our house and all the way down to all the other houses. Well, everyone, we're doing yard work. And I look up and I notice that there were 3 boys at the pond, but they had smartened up and were no longer behind my house.
Which I love.
They actually moved out of like eyesight from my, windows.
From Karen's windows.
From Karen. They moved out of that. And so they moved down to the edge of the other end on the backhand side, which like there's like a sliver of ground even over there to hang out on. And I want it noted for the record, there's another no fishing sign on that side of the pond too.
Okay.
Another sign. They're fishing by that.
I can't believe they were back. I cannot believe they were back.
No, this gets better.
Okay.
This gets better. Okay. So Brian's out there and I'm like, Brian, I'm not going to say anything, but I just want you to know.
I've already been publicly
shamed on Facebook. But I just want you to know that I think those are the same boys. It's 3 boys. Right. There's 2 taller, 1 shorter, blah, blah, blah. So they look like
they've been illegally fishing in other ponds.
He's like raking leaves and he's just getting slower. And I have to take my glasses off for this just so you can see
I'm dying.
He's just kind of watching them real close.
Okay. And they're still fishing.
Still fishing. All of a sudden you see one of the kids got a fish. They take the fish off the hook. Then they take the fish, which was a decent size because we stock the pond. Okay, if you don't remember the first.
These kids are pretty good at catching fish because in the last story they had caught a fish.
Well, we stock the pond with fish.
That doesn't mean you're going to catch
the algae. Whatever. But anyway, this is what's crazy. So Brian's watching, raking the leaves, and all of a sudden he sees the boy take the fish off the hook. He takes a fish and he then punts the fish.
What?
Kicking it.
The little fish?
I mean, it goes like woo into the water. And that sent Brian into full-fledged Karen mode.
Well, it's not nice to kick a fish.
I didn't know Brian had
catch and release, not catch and kick back.
No, I didn't know Brian had this amount of Karen.
Oh, really?
In him? No, I didn't, because he's usually the one that's like the easygoing, like you're overreacting. It's not a big deal. Let it go. Blah blah blah. That's his normal self. But this time, when he saw that fish get kicked into that water, he said, "Hey, hey, you know you're not supposed to fish back there." And then the kid says, "Let's go, guys. Got a couple of Karens." He said that to the big muscular man, my husband.
No, he did not.
Yes.
No, he did not.
Yes. And then
wait, the one who kicked the fish said that?
I don't know. I couldn't tell which kid said it. They just said it audibly loud enough for us to be able to hear it.
So great.
And then Brian goes, "You're not even a good fisherman. I saw you kick the fish. He's probably dead." I've never seen Brian get so, he never engages like that. So that was pretty funny. But don't try to kick a fish into the pond behind our house because that will send Brian over the edge.
And then didn't like the mom come driving by?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. So keep in mind, we're outside doing this lawn work. This is probably 40 minutes later.
Okay.
Keep in mind, that's all we said. We did not like go back and like make the kids leave or anything like that. And they did not leave.
You did not have a eulogy for the fish?
We did not have a eulogy for the fish, but we are 95% certain that fish died. We think there's no way you could really survive that much impact from the kick. We think, but like 30 minutes later, this lady in this truck pulls up to the front of the yard because I'm working on the front gardening,
right,
which we'll talk about in a second. Vanessa doesn't think I'm gardening. She thinks I'm landscaping, and those are very different in her mind. But the lady pulls up in the truck and she's like, "Is this Isaiah's house?" And I'm like, "What? Who? Isaiah." And I'm like, "No." She goes, "Oh, I'm Life 360ing my boys and it says they're here." And I go to her, "Well, there's a couple of boys in the back pond fishing where they're not supposed to be."
You said that to her. What'd she say? What'd she say?
And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's probably them." And I'm like,
"Oh," she said, "That's probably them."
She laughed.
She didn't apologize?
Oh no.
You should have told her about kicking the fish.
No, but I think it might be the same lady that put me on blast for being a Karen the last time. So I was wondering, like, am I meeting this lady right now and she doesn't know it's me and I think it's her? Or do we know that each other's each other? And we're not gonna acknowledge that. So anyway, that's the saga with the fish.
It's so much to process.
It's a lot to process.
It's can't believe
I hope it doesn't happen again.
There's a lot of ponds in Florida.
I almost guarantee that it will happen again.
Right.
But it's just hilarious to me that the boys obviously know not to come down to our end of the pond, but they will go down to the other end of the pond, but they're still killing fish. Remember the other boy was just holding the fish,
right?
Walking all the way around. I got one, guys! Like as the fish is dying, and this time they kicked the fish 10 yards. If they could just be nice fishermen and be cool,
right?
I would be like, fine, like whatever. Kids being kids, let it go.
Right,
let it go.
Whatever.
But it's the way they are blatantly like killing the fish,
that
I think irks me the most. So,
well, I do agree with that.
Animal rights, man. Animal rights.
They also are not licensed.
They're not licensed fishermen. No way.
Why does one need a fishing license? Let's talk about it.
I don't know, but Kenny, our brother-in-law, just got a fishing license.
God. Didn't
he didn't know which boxes to check on which type of fish he would do, so he like checked all the boxes.
Didn't he get lobster?
He put lobster.
And
we're like, we don't think there's lobster here, Kenny. He's like, He's like, I don't want to accidentally catch a lobster and then get in trouble.
He pay like $30 extra for
I don't know, but it was so funny. I really liked his logic of I don't want to accidentally catch something that's not on the list, so I'm just going to check it all.
In case he has the luck of your illegal fishermen back there who are apparently catching a lot. Wonder what bait they're using. Probably stolen bait.
I feel like I could maybe just ask them for some fishing tips. I mean, maybe Brady should become friends with them or something, because we go camping and they go fishing and they don't catch anything for like hours. Except one time they caught a crazy looking fish with teeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was really scary. It literally looked like a monster from like the Black Lagoon or something. It was honestly frightening.
Have you seen the teeth with human? Have you seen the fish with human teeth?
No, but that's kind of what this fish looked like.
It's creepy.
It was super creepy, and they didn't have like scissors, and they couldn't like get the hook out because the teeth are like, they come like running up to the camper. They're like, Mom, we need scissors. And so I had to like go run and bring scissors and like cut it loose and let the fish go back. But that was disturbing. They have scissors now in their fishing kit for that reason.
So good.
But it was we'll post a picture.
Okay.
Of the craziest. Also, I want to apologize on the certificates of the best fans, which we still have on my desk that haven't been colored. The children are just.
It's honestly a good wrap up to this episode, because I gotta go get the girls from daycare, but guys, we're doing this for a hobby.
Yeah.
And so we just want to set the bar low.
We're going to set it low and then exceed your expectations sometimes.
Right.
But just know.
We're not going to be consistent. The giveaways, we probably won't mail them.
Well, I have full intention of mailing it. I just want it to be colored.
Yeah, but I think we intend to mail it. I can't promise we will.
I think I'm going to give up on the coloring, and we'll be just like a black and white. Like maybe we just phrase it as like modern.
Right. This
is definitely modern certificate.
Right.
And we will definitely do that.
So
yeah. Oh, I did get the Armed and Dangerous t-shirt in the mail.
Did it look good?
It looked really good. It makes me laugh every time. I will have to wear it on a future episode.
Okay. I need to get mine. And don't forget, we have mugs now. We have stickers. Yeah. I loaded up a whole bunch of new.
It's really fun.
Merch.
It's fun. It's pretty hilarious. I think the butter knife just makes me laugh every time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And we do have lots more stories, so we're going to save them for the next episode. Yeah. But we've had some crazy things happening in our life lately, and we're going to share them. And sometimes we don't know, like, should we just keep it light on the podcast always? Like, you just want to come for a laugh, or do you want us to tackle some tough topics? So,
but with we can do it with a little humor.
With a little humor, but do you want us to kind of dig in there a little bit? Not on every episode, but But there are just some things as a mom, family, wife, husband, like all those types of things that you get, and we want to hear. Do you want to hear some of those other things, or you just want to laugh? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and share with all your friends, because that's how we spread the word.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. We love you. Bye, guys.